Welcome. It's a gorgeous November morning here at the Lee County access to the Mississippi River on the grounds of the Lee County Conservation Board office, just north of Montrose, Iowa. Temperature is about 55 degrees. In the background, you might notice some duck blinds back there. You'll see some waterfowl, probably, and you'll probably hear the occasional popping of guns as I sing this next song, which is appropriate because this song is kind of about hunting. It occurred 80 years ago, come this Wednesday, November 11th, Veterans Day. Back then it was known as Armistice Day. It occurred back then when the morning started out very similarly to what it is right now. Very, very nice day. At the time, the world was in turmoil. There was a war raging in Europe, and America was in a heated debate as to whether to join the Allies in the war or stay out. November 11th back then was a national holiday for everybody. And so a number of people, I reckon, wanted to escape from the problems of the world. So they went out and did their thing, and a favorite activity was hunting. So that morning at dawn, about like this, maybe a little before this time, the hunters took out on the river. Unfortunately, because of the warm conditions, a number of them were underdressed as they went out there. Well, as the day rolled on, a front moved in. The winds got heavy. It started raining, then sleeting, and then a blizzard hit. And the temperature, I believe, plunged down to almost the single digits. As a result of this hunters being unprepared, there were about 154 people who perished in the upper Midwest on that day, making this one of the greatest natural disasters of the upper Midwest. In this area, 3 people lost their lives right in this area near Montrose. Another hunter died of exposure upriver by Dallas City, Illinois. So this song, in commemoration of the 80th anniversary of this event, this song is going to be sung to you today. Was a Monday in November, bluebird weather through and through. A fine day for going on the river. Its guests were loaded up, the hunters headed for the sloughs, in shirt sleeves with nary a shiver. The news of the day, a mighty storm out west, sent Gertie plunging into the Narrows. For that was no concern, for Chicago's forecast said no inclement weather through tomorrow. But little be it known, like a juggernaut unleashed, the 1,000-mile wide storm raced through the Great Divide. Ahead of the front, the sky turned black with ducks and geese, escaping the wrath of the tumultuous tide. The Panhandle hook roared eastward across the plain. Waterfowl rained from the sky that day. The icy winter wind descended on the hunter 54 more were swept away. The hunters watched in awe as the manna cloud approached. They took dead aim and quickly reached their quotas. The breeze picked up, their small vessels start to broach. Still they gather up their bounty without notice. The wind hit 50 knots and the whitecaps 5 feet high. A mighty wall now stood before the shore far away. The hunted knelt in prayer. The zephyr now drew nigh to sweep them from this earth on that raw November day. The panhandle hook roared eastward across the plain. The waterfowl rained from the sky that day. The icy winter wind descended on the hunter men. 54 more were swept away. Oh, Gerties in the Narrows, Minnesota trains collide. Lake Michigan swallows up 3 freighters. And the lessons learned that day from the hunters who survived is be prepared for those Arctic invaders. Don't be led astray by those warm November morns, and don't be lured by avian sirens. When the winds begin to howl, take heed, nature warns, and flee her wrath to warm and safe environs. The panhandle hook roared eastward across the plain. The waterfowl rained from the sky that day. The icy winter wind descended on the hunter men. 54 more were swept away. 54 more were swept away.